In today's Moment with Mickey, we're going to be talking about shopping the competition. Years ago, when I was a new graduate of the management training program at JCPenney, and I was a new department manager, I would take my sales leads with me, and we would go out in the mall and shop the competition. And we deemed the competition to be anybody that sold the same kind of product that we sold. And we'd go up and down the mall about once a week, and we'd take a look at our competition. We get back and we do a little debrief in my office, and we would go through and say, what did you see in that store? What did you see in that store? And the conversation went pretty much like, oh, did you see that store had like 75% off everything? They must have had a horrible selling season. Oh, and did you see that store? That was trashed. There was stuff all over the floor. It was a mess. Oh, and that other store, the one where all the employees were standing behind the cash wrap, not helping a single customer, we bashed our competition. And at the end, we felt great. We patted ourselves on the back and went about our day. So I understood the theory of shopping the competition. But what I totally missed in my management training class that I went to at JCPenney was the strategy on what to do with the information that we learned. So there's a couple important tips. First and foremost, when you're shopping your competition, it's easy to focus on the negatives, all the things that your competitors are doing wrong. But that's not really helpful information. That's not going to help you do better yourself. No, in fact, what you should be focusing on, what are your competitors doing well? Not because you're going to necessarily copy them, but it could be a spark of creativity. It could be the start of an idea on how you can do better. So let's talk about the 7 things you should be looking at when you're shopping your competition. Number 1, what are their days and hours of operation? And again, not because you're going to match them on the exact days and the hours that they operate, but are they open earlier than you are? Do they stay open later than you do? Are they open on Sundays and you're not? What are the days and hours of operation? Number 2, what are their sparks of creativity? Now there's a florist just around the corner where I am, and every day they sprinkle flower petals on the sidewalk outside their front door. Now it doesn't cost them anything because these are flowers that are past their expiration. They were going to be tossing them out anyway in the trash. But that little spark of creativity, that little pop of color on the sidewalk, it's so pretty. And as I walk past them, I see people walking by and get a smile on their face. And a lot of people walk into the store because it's so creative. What are the sparks of creativity that you see in your competitors that can spark an idea for you? Number 3, how are the employees engaging with their customers? Now, every store is different. Some stores require a lot more engagement of the employees with the customers, and some are a little more self-serve. But what is happening in your competitors with the way that the employees are engaging with the customers that stands out to you? Notice how they interact. Number 4, what extra value does your competition provide to their customers? And no, I'm not talking about discounts. The extra value I'm talking about is what are the extra things that the customers get at your competitors? Do they provide education? Is there more information about the features and benefits of the product? Do your competitors get involved with community events? Do they sponsor fundraisers, nonprofit organizations? Do they allow organizations to use their parking lot? What are the things, the value that customers get at your competition? What's that extra thing? Number 5, how tech-friendly are your competitors? In this age of technology, we all need to stretch ourselves a little bit and get out of our comfort zone and embrace technology. So what technology do your competitors use? Do they have a website? Do they have an app? What's their presence on social media? What can you learn about your competition and what they're doing technology-wise, and how can you apply it to you? Number 6, pricing. And no, I'm not talking about matching prices or being just a little bit under your competition in pricing, but we all have to be aware of what the price is and what our competitors are charging, what services are involved, what products and services at those prices. And number 7, what is your competitor's difference? What is that differentiator that makes them stand out? What makes you stand out from your competition? Once you've gathered all this information about your competitors, now it's time to take a look at your business and start sparking some creativity and some ideas on how you can do better. Do a SWOT analysis. SWOT. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. When you focus on the things that your competitors are doing well, and you tie that back to your business and do an analysis on where you can be better than you have been, now that is a recipe for success. For more tips like this, like us and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and wherever you get your favorite podcasts, just search for Retail Level Up. And when you visit our website at retaillevelup.com, sign up for our email newsletter. We send Monday Motivation and Top Tip Tuesday, because all of us can use a little extra motivation, and we can certainly use some top tips. Because now, even more than ever, it's time to level up.